I'm back. It's been a while, motherfuckers and motherfuckies. It's your boy. It's that time of the year, man. It's training camp getting ready to start. It's your boy Savar, man. But this isn't about football. We can make this about football. I just wanted to put my little Falcon stuff on. You know, it's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. What's up, Random? Yeah, I know it's been a while, man. I've been busy, but I got a lot of good news. What's up, Sunshine? What's up, cuzzo? What's up, everyone? Like I say, it's been a while. And I've been busy, and I really do appreciate all of you that understands that I don't live on YouTube. What's up, Dante? What's up, Skylar? What's up, Gaming Geek? We're gonna have some fun today. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. Listen, it's a lot to talk about. I got a card right here. It's a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about all the Dragon Ball being canon, motherfuckers. All of it. We're gonna talk about the Diddy verdict because I've been off for a while, and Diddy was found guilty on a couple of charges and not guilty on big shit. Talk about Trump being Trump, WWE Fitness, Grant Doucette and his testosterone scam, anime, and other shit, reactions and shit. A lot of shit. I got about 2 hours, so we're gonna have a little fun. And I haven't even seen the Superman movie, but I heard it was bullshit. What's up, GoCast? Shout out to GoCast. His channel is booming. I just seen your Kobe Bryant video, man. Keep it going. And then Sunshine's on vacation down there. Where you at down there in Jamaica on the islands down there? I've been watching your shit, girl. Down there having you a good time. It was okay. I heard it sucked and good, but we'll talk about that because there's some stuff that I want to ask you guys. About how you think things been going in the movie industry. Some of these movies is a little cool. But listen, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Okay, let's talk about Dragon Ball real quick because I want to get to all the real shit because I got to talk about Greg Doucette. That's right, Greg, I'm back. I miss you, motherfucker. Not like that, no homo, but I am back. We got to talk about what's going on in the fitness community as a whole, how everybody's pissed off about SNAP food stamps. Alan Roberts been roasting motherfuckers left and right. Shout out to Alan Roberts. I might use some of his stuff, so Alan don't copyright strike me, but he been on the rampage as of late. On fat phobia, of course, and Lizzo said some stupid shit, and you got people mad about SNAP benefits, big obese motherfuckers mad about the SNAP benefits, losing SNAP benefits. Get you a job. Shit, you a fucking job. God damn. I mean, you taxpayers taking care of you and shit, and you want to sit there and you 500 pounds with 7 kids complaining about SNAP benefits being cut. Get you a fucking job. You're not disabled. You can still work. Anyway, let's talk about Dragon Ball real quick. And then we'll move on. We're going to move on because I really want to get to some reactions. You guys, I ain't seen you guys in about a month. And I got to talk about a little bit of football. Good training camp next week, baby. I cannot fucking wait. Now, I will open up to this chat here in a little bit for those that want to jump on and talk shit with me. So give me time on that. I got to talk about vegan gains too. Some shit. Talk about his physique. That as well. Dragon Ball being canon. Now listen. Because I seen Geek's videos. Matter of fact, let me show you guys. This is when I even heard the fucking news. So here's his video, of course. And I was in the comment section looking. So anyway, let's do this here. Let me move myself in the corner real quick. Okay. If everything is canon, of course, they had to talk about a video game. We're talking about the timeline, the continuity of the Dragon Ball franchise. But a lot of people is kind of like, why? And of course, I'm not going to watch Geek's video. And then, of course, there's nothing else to report about Dragon Ball besides that Dragon Ball isn't coming back no time soon. But I said this last year. Okay, I said this last year. And this year, on the GT video, Dragon Ball is canon because Dragon Ball is canon. Let me give you an example. Z has 3 different endings. And guys, no other live stream but me been saying this shit, and everybody said I was fucking stupid. But look like I was right all along. If you want to watch GT, then you watch all of Z into GT. Because it continues the original fucking story. Hence why it says based on the original manga by Akira Toriyama. They say I know the fuck I was talking about. Okay. If you want to watch Super Artards and not GT, because you can't tie Super into GT, it wouldn't make sense. Kept telling you assholes that you not get them. Okay. Well, then after Boo, you pick up Super right there and you go into Super. Okay. Simple as that. Then you can watch ZN through Super. And if you want to watch Dead Ass Daima, then at the same spot where you want to watch Super, instead of watching Super, you watch Daima, and that's Toriyama version of GT. But they all flow from the same continuity. It's just which one you prefer to watch in your way of how you want Z to end. It's as simple as that. But everybody said I didn't know the fuck I was talking about. I was fucking stupid. And that Daima wasn't canon because GT wasn't canon. But then when Super Saiyan 4 became a thing in Daima, now all of a sudden Daima's canon, but GT isn't canon. It's just like how Gogeta and Vegeta are the same people, just 2 different fusions. And everybody said, oh, well, based on the Batarian reads, Gogeta is stronger or weaker than Vegito. But how can that be? When they both are the same people, just 2 different fusions. Why? Because old Kai said what he said. You know, they could be talking shit all the fucking time. It's a stronger form of fusion, but kind of find out it was Redcon that they was even. And I said that time and time again, but people say, oh, you're fucking stupid. You know what the fuck you talking about? Well, now what, motherfuckers? Now, video games is excluded. Dragon Ball Heroes is excluded from this. None of that is even in the original material. Okay? None of that shit is in original material. So you can put this shit to rest. GT is canon. Been since 96. Akira Toriyama named the motherfucker. He acknowledged the show exists. He didn't write it, but he knew it. He gave designs. He gave names that made it canon by itself. And it was the original ending until we got Super. Now, as far as Super coming back, oh my God. No, the fuck they ain't. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's what, yeah, the Virgin Islands. All right. I see. I've been watching. I've been seeing you out there. I just seeing you out there. I'm seeing you. As far as Super coming back, it's a lot of Dragon Ball people pissed the fuck off. I mean, mad as fuck that there's no movement on Super. Okay. Until money gets resolved out there in Japan with this shit, there is no more Super. And if it does come back, I doubt they're going to stretch it out. I believe they're going to go ahead and just go right to the final arc and just give you that. Just so they can end some shit. Which it'll feel rushed, but the lore around everything isn't the same. If that makes sense. It is not the same. So as far as Dragon Ball goes, everything's canon. No news on Super. Geeta can keep beating that deal. Speaking of which, Geeta, man, you're losing subs. You lost 2,000 subs in the last couple of fucking months. And if you guys think I'm lying, just go on Social Blade. You're bleeding subs every day. It's like people is turning their back on you every day. Matter of fact, let's see. You gotta do better, Geeta. You gonna have to do better, man. You gonna have to stop fucking goddamn milking the same shit. You gonna have to fucking give these people what the fuck they want, man. And my internet, my thing just updated. Let's see. I noticed that. I said, man, this dude, cause I've been watching your sub count. Not just your channel, a lot of people's channels actually. Seems like a lot of people getting tired of social media. I'm gonna talk about that when I talk about the government here in a second. All right. There we go. goddamn, Mr. Beast, goddamn, 414 million. I know you guys can't see the screen right now. I'm just trying. This damn thing is taking forever. It's loading up. I just did an update, but you guys know how it goes. Sometimes you update stuff and stuff want to be fucking funny. Here we go. Let's look at this. Now I'm gonna share the screen in a second. Because I thought I seen at one point you had like 790,000 people. I'm like a million. And then somebody brought to my attention, I think get them number to change. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, you're right. Oh, okay. Let me share the screen real quick. Okay. Put myself away in the corner. There we go. Okay. Things are running slow, guys. And as I say, my computer update. Sometimes it gets like that. Okay. You lost 1,000 subs in the last 30 days here. And on average, you're losing 33 a day. So that means in about basic math, let's see, 30. So in about a month, you'll lose another 1,000 because, 30 times 30, that's 900. So you'll lose about another 1,000 in a month. You're losing 30 every day. So that's 30 times 30. Yeah, 0, 900. So, and then I don't understand. I think, and this is just me being me, not me being critical. I think your channel would do a lot better, man, if you just stop milking the same fucking shit. I just don't get why that is a did I freeze up? Uh-oh. There we go. I don't see why that's a hard thing to comprehend. But anyway, listen, let's talk about Diddy. But get them do better. Let's talk about Diddy real quick. I'm moving on. Boom, boom, boom. So I can react to some live shit. Okay. We all seen the verdict. He wasn't found guilty on the racketeering, the kidnapping, all that other shit. All we found out is that Diddy is just a freak. He's a freak. And listen, Diddy is not going to be the same. Okay, he is not going to be the same. But now he doesn't have to hide the fact that he's a freak, kind of like Vince McMahon. Doesn't have to hide the fact that he's a freak. He likes for women to fuck on their cycles and sharing his girlfriends and fucking pissing on women and having fucking orgies and shit. That's all we found out. That's all we found out. We found out that Diddy is a freak. Now, what do I think is going to happen? Do I think he's going to get some time? He's already been locked up for a year. So the most he might do is 5. Okay. He got a year credit, so 4. If Trump don't pardon him and on good behavior, maybe 2 years. This man can get on parole in 2 years on a 5-year deal. With a year worth of credit. Now he'll be scot-free. Now he has a lot of civil suits against him, but I think a lot of them is going to fucking fall out to the wayside because once again, bringing up everything against the man now gives you no leverage to get paid. Yeah, he beat up Cassie at the fucking goddamn hotel. Yeah, beat shit out of her, but she didn't press charges, so you can't bring up charges on him assaulting the bitch because she didn't press no charges. Now, had she pressed charges, Diddy would probably be in some serious shit now. But they tried to make him seem like he was this big ass drug lord and a RICO case and all this shit. Now, listen, I'm not excusing none of the stuff he did. They just came at this case the wrong fucking way. That they came at Diddy like, we're gonna make an example out of you. But yeah, you have females on the goddamn stand saying, "Oh, I still love Diddy. He did what he did, but it's just I still love him, but I just couldn't take it no more, and I actually enjoyed doing the freak offs." Well, that's damning evidence. That was damning evidence. That didn't go well. That didn't go well for the prosecution. We're gonna talk about that too. So I think now if they try to stick it to Diddy, this is where Donald Trump comes in. if they try to stick it to Diddy and give him like say 30 years or some dumb shit like that, then I believe Donald's going to pardon him because Trump and Diddy back in the day was tight, like tight. When Diddy went to Trump Tower, normally you seen Trump and Diddy together. If Diddy went to one of Trump's parties or something, so they was pretty tight. The MGM and Trump, was promoting shit in Vegas, at his shit in Vegas. Diddy normally was there. So Diddy had freakouts at Trump's plazas and shit. And who's to say Trump wasn't there? Because we all know Trump and Epstein was tight. That's why I'm talking about Trump in a second. I'm talking about that shit in a second. Got some shit for you, Trump. I'm talking about that shit in a second. But I believe Trump's going to pardon him if they try to stick the time to him. If they give him 3-4 years, he'll get some credit. May have to serve a year, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And it won't be at a maximum prison, security prison. It'll probably be at a regular prison where he'll have probably his own room, his own cooks and shit, bringing them food. So it'll be a vacation for his motherfucking ass. You ain't gonna send me a music video out the stream or some shit, because you ain't gonna get me copyright struck. Shit. So that's why I think what happened to Diddy. I believe if they wouldn't have brought all those other charges on him and try to make it seem like he was fucking, okay, cuz I did not see you post. Yeah, hey, you too, enjoy yourself, have fun down there. I believe if they would have went at him like a normal individual and just brought them other charges on his motherfucking ass, not the other shit, then a pardon probably won't be in question. But since they tried to stick it to him, literally and figuratively, like he did Meek Mill's never be the same neither. God damn. That he's gonna not get that much time. Thus, a pardon isn't necessary because they know if they give him too much time, Trump's gonna pardon him. So I think Diddy's gonna be a free man in the near future. And I also believe that his stock's gonna go up. His music career is gonna go up, but he won't be looked at with the same respect. He'll be looked at like, yeah, this is a freaky motherfucker, but hey, whatever, man. He's Diddy. All the memes going around, that's revenue, by the way. All the memes and stuff going around. Like I seen the GTA thing with him. They did like a fake GTA fucking screenshot, and it's like a plethora of shit to use to laugh at Diddy. So I think his stock's gonna go up. Matter of fact, when the verdict came out, there were Diddy supporters outside the courthouse in New York with baby oil, squirting up baby oil in the fucking air. So all those freaks is happy that the baby oil master himself isn't taking a ride for 30 years of life to Pound Town. Now let's talk about Donald Trump. What was he diagnosed with? The venous insufficiency disease, where your veins in your leg, you're losing the veins in your legs, and so instead of the veins moving blood flow like it needs to circulate, it's causing swelling in Trump's legs and in his hands and bruising and all that shit. A lot of it could be linked to a heart issue, but they did a lot of tests and come to find out his heart isn't bad right now. But that could be the start of things. We all know Trump loved Mickey D's. There are a plethora of pictures with Donald Trump eating Mickey D's on Air Force One. Okay, I'm just putting it out there on his plane and everywhere else. He loved McDonald's. But Trump is overweight. He is obese, and he's at that age. He's 79 years old, where he needs to kind of, I don't know, maybe get on the treadmill and start to work on losing some weight. Just putting it out there. But that's not, and I wish him well. I don't wish nothing bad on anyone. That not even Biden with his bone cancer issue. The Epstein shit. Now, there are a lot of Trump supporters out there. You got that shit right. That motherfucker love me. There's a whole bunch of sodium, especially if you're not working out and sweating and losing electrolytes. You don't need a lot of sodium. But the Epstein list, one of the reasons why Trump got elected because of the Epstein shit. They wanted to know who was on the list. Now, Elon Musk came out and said that Donald Trump was on the Epstein list. Listen. just because Donald Trump was on the Epstein list doesn't mean Donald Trump was doing shit with underage girls and all that shit that Jeffrey Epstein was doing. However, the American people, and I really don't give a fuck about it, but the majority of the Trump supporter does, they want to know who was on that fucking list. And since Trump is trying to move on from it, it has pissed off a lot of the MAGA supporters. Okay? A lot of people think Epstein was killed and it was something like he killed himself. The autopsy is being redacted. You can't see that. You don't know how he really died. They say it was suicide. Like, there are a lot of things that are still under wraps that they're not releasing right now. So you got to look at that. Then there's a lot of people pissed off the economy right now. The Fed chair, what's his fucking face of the Fed chair? He's not lowering the interest rates right now. And then you got to look at what's going on with Russia and America right now. We're at odds and Trump giving Putin, I think, 60 days to decide some shit. And he's going to increase tariffs on Russia, which is going to raise prices here. So there are a lot of shit going on that Trump is trying to handle, but he's not handling it with the best tools. And a lot of his supporters is getting pissed off because times are getting hard out there. Trust me, that goes me too. Going to the store now, I dread going to make groceries. At one point, I didn't give a fuck about making groceries. Now I dread when I go to the grocery store. I'm remodeling my whole fucking yard, front and back. I done spent maybe $500 at Lowe's on some rubber mulch and some rocks and some skirt, yard weed barrier skirts and some lights. 4 years ago, when I started doing my yard, I think $300, maybe $250. I had everything I needed, and I still gotta go back and buy more shit. And when it comes to food, now we have a garden in the back that we're working on, but when it comes to food now, I fucking dread going to the fucking grocery store. But Joe Biden started a lot of this shit. Trump is trying to deal with the shit, but it's not. There's gonna be some seesawing going on. But if I was Donald Trump, I would give the American people what they want, his supporters especially, and that's the Epstein list. Because as of late, Trump been telling his supporters, hey, fuck y'all. Either you gonna ride me or you ain't gonna ride with me. And honestly, Trump doesn't care. He knows this is his last term. Unless he fixes the economy. And when I mean fix the economy, I mean like pre-Barack Obama, like, or Bill Clinton era style, like everything's buzzing, like shit's buzzing. Then he's not getting back in office. And that also may have an effect on the House and the Senate, because right now it's ran by Republicans. If they can't get legislature passed, or if they keep passing legislation and shit that isn't helping even Trump's supporters, they're not going to vote Republican on the midterms. They're going to vote Democrats. Now, the Democrats also is doing stupid shit. Still, them trying to regroup and rethink and re-strategize and try to figure out how to make America great with the Republicans and try to have some type of battling. They busy still trying to blame shit from the insurrection and other shit. They still ain't moved on from that shit. And then we still don't know who was running the White House in Joe Biden last year, because it's obvious the man was cognitively not there. So I say all that to say this here, man. Congress right now is fucked. It's fucked. And until you do an overhaul or a sweep and get a lot of them old heads out of there, it's going to get worse. Guys, we're still teetering on World War III. That Israel-Iran shit that went on here a couple of weeks ago, right? And I wanted to stream and talk about that, but I was just too busy. That right there alone tells you tensions is high around the world. And then we got tariffs on literally every fucking country around the world. And then they got tariffs back on us. And then it's right now, it's not good. But America is still striving, because that's based on your state government, right? So you got the federal level and then state level, right? So here in Georgia, business is booming. I got 2 new subdivisions being built behind me right now, and there's tons of jobs and things is booming, because in the state budget, Brian Kemp, I think he said we got like $10 billion in the budget, positive. So we got money in the state of Georgia. But let's say something bad happens and we got to go into those reserves, right? That's why inflation here hasn't been as bad. But overall, across the whole nation, it averages 2%. 1 second, guys. I got to take a phone call. 1 second. Uh-oh. Everybody wants to. I apologize. I need to take that call. A lot of stuff going on. I apologize about that. But shit, back to what I was saying. So you gotta look at overall the interest rates nationwide 2%. Okay, but your state might be thriving, and other states might be failing, and so it's a seesaw effect. It's a seesaw effect. So with all that animosity going on with the tariffs and then other countries, Israel, Iran, and then we're fucking with Russia right now because Trump wants Ukraine to end so we can get in there and get all those minerals out of there and shit. Like there is a lot of shit. Oh man. No, it was an important phone call, but I wasn't expecting to get one during that time. Like I call you back at 4 o'clock. It's nothing bad. It's business. It's stuff like that. But anyway, I still believe that things are going to get better, but it all depends on how Trump proceeds and go forward. But Trump needs to prioritize his fucking health and then give his people what they want, which is the Epstein files, and then leave Elon Musk alone because Elon has that type of money to cause a lot of chaos. And honestly, he's a conspiracy theorist as it is, and I don't think Trump want to go to war with Elon fucking Musk. All right, and I think Congress need to do an old overhaul because until we fix that, guys, America isn't going to be where it used to be. As a matter of fact, I'm dreading the election come fucking 2028. I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican in there. I believe until a lot of the old heads in Congress get out of there. We get some young blood in there, some people that actually know what the fuck they're doing. We're in a rut for a while. So all I can tell you is learn how to save, hunker down, get off social media, get active, get your health up. All this depression that people been talking about is because you stare at this motherfucker all day. Get active, get outside, get some vitamin D. Put some of this on your goddamn on your goddamn frame. Get outside and do something. I mean, for God's sakes, get outside and do something. So that's why I think it's gonna happen with Trump. I hope he gets well with his veneous, the fucking issue, efficiency issue with his brain, so he can get better circulation. Because, like I said, I wish bad on nobody, but a lot of stuff is caused by your naturally aging, but your overall what you eat. You are what you eat, and you are what you do to your body. So that's just what it is. Now, WWE, then we're gonna get into some Greg Doucette stuff and some more fitness stuff, and then some more anime stuff, and then reactions. And I'm over the fucking panel. I know some of you guys watched my video about Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah, and that's what's going on, Skylar. It's just Congress. It's Congress. That's just Congress. But I went and seen Goldberg's last match. Okay. But before then, I had an issue with a so-called pastor out judging people. Now, listen, for those that do not know, I grew up in the church. My dad is a minister. Okay. Matter of fact, well, my Bible. Yeah, it's in my room. It's in my room. But I grew up in the church. All right. Read the Bible through and through and through. Know the commandments. Now, when it comes to trying to tell you exactly what all the scriptures at, I'm not gonna sit and tell you I'm a scripture whiz. But I do know in the New Testament, in the book of fucking Matthew, the 7th chapter, and the 1st verse, it basically says, "Judge ye, lest ye be judged." Okay. So you're not supposed to judge anyone unless you want to be judged back. Right? You shouldn't judge people. So when you tell some fucking body you're going to go to hell because you're bringing your kids to a WWE event to watch some athletes that the good Lord, by the way, gave them the talent to do. I'm gonna make this holy because, like I said, I don't force religion on nobody, right? If you I got atheist friends, so I don't judge nobody. That's you believe what you believe, I believe my belief, but I don't judge people. I don't force religion on people. I'm just experiencing how I grew up and taught. If you have a talent that was bestowed upon you in your craft, you hone it, you make money off of, then you're doing a job. Now, if you was out there worshiping Satan, listen to all that satanic music, I can understand. Maybe his argument will have some type of relevance, but even then, you're not supposed to judge people. People live their lives the way that they want to live it. Okay? If they want to listen to satanic music, that's them. They're enjoying their fucking life. Jobs as Christians is to lend a helping hand and to speak words of encouragement. You want to sow a good seed so that seed hopefully will take root and grow. Our job isn't to force someone to believe in what you believe in, because if you don't, they're going to hell. I don't understand that shit. That's why I tend to stay away from the cult type shit. I read my Bible, I pray. You know, that's me being me. But I would never in my life judge a person based on what they believe in. I don't judge the gays. I don't judge the Satanists. I don't judge the atheists. They live their life. They want to live their life. We don't know what's on the other side until we die. Might not be nothing. Might be a whole paradise. Might be hell. But what you don't do is fucking judge people or try to give them fucking hell because they're going to enjoy some on a Saturday. And I know you guys seen that video. I did tell the pastor, I got 2 words for you. You ain't suck it. It's fuck you. But it is what it is. Okay. And then he said something about the commandments. Show me in the commandments where it said what I said about judge ye, lest ye be judged. No, in the commandments say thou shalt not bear false witnesses. That means you are telling lies that isn't happening, isn't occurring. That is one of the commandments, by the way. But I digress. That's how my Saturday night main event kicked off. The video's on the channel. You guys want to go watch it? It's on the channel. Go laugh. Have some good time with that. I'm gonna just stick to the main topics because I watch Raw. I watch Evolution. I watch Raw SmackDowns tonight. Okay, and I'm gonna be as quick with this because I want to talk about Greg new testosterone fucking Netflix shit. I just seen it. What the fuck, Greg? Anyway, I digress. Let's talk about the first match. There was a dark match there. Chelsea Green and the tag team, the Kabuki Warriors. That was before the show. But I'm talking about, I think if I recall, it was 4 matches on the card. You had Randy Orton going against Drew McIntyre with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul because what happened on SmackDown the night before with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. Okay. That set up a match for SummerSlam. A lot of people isn't happy. There's going to be a tag match at SummerSlam with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. But let's face it, we know Randy Orton is going to win that match. It is what it is. That's a squash match pretty much. And then we fast forward. We had Jacob Fatu come back to help Jimmy beat up Solo and his cohorts after he lost to Solo Sikoa, right? For the United States Championship. And I think that's going to probably set up a triple threat match for the title. All right. At fucking goddamn SummerSlam. All right. And then after that, we had fucking Seth Rollins and LA Knight. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This match changed everything that was supposed to occur leading up to SummerSlam. Seth Rollins buckled his fucking knee doing a 450 or the fucking somersault, what the fuck he fucking does off the top rope. Anyway, he buckled his fucking knee. Okay. Now, at first, and being a fan, because you know, I don't record the matches. WWE is kind of strict about recording the whole thing. So, you know, I watched it, but I didn't record it when he actually buckled his knee. A lot of us seen it like, ooh, but you know, it's Seth Rollins. He likes to work injuries sometimes, you know, but he's injury prone as well. So, Jamie, you asked me this question on the video, and in the arena, everybody was quiet at first, but then we was like, it's a work, because you know he goes over to the rope. The minutes come out, the referee's talking to him, and then, of course, he's telling the referees and the doctors what's going on. We see Paul Heyman's face, and Paul Heyman is a master at work when, you know, showing facial expression. So we all assumed that it was a work, okay? But then when the match resumes, we see Seth Rollins stand up, and then, you know, he takes LA Knight's finisher real quick. I didn't watch all in. And AEW is, I'll talk about that in a second. I'll give you my opinion about AEW in a second. But after LA Knight hit him with the finish that quick, we was like, wow, what the fuck is going on? Like, we knew LA Knight was going to win, most likely, but that ending left a sour taste in our mouths. So that's when my video picks back up, and you see me say, well, I believe he was still working to make you believe he was injured, so he can come back out later on and cash in, because he was somewhat needed help to walk out the ring. But we have seen that type of shit before. We have seen a lot of stars fake an injury and come back and do shit. So, you know, but I also say if he's actually hurt, I wish him well speedy recovery, right? Well, little did we know he's actually hurt. He came on the Rich Eisen show the other day and explained that he's going to probably be out for a while, but he's actually hurt. But we didn't know this at the time, because remember, we're in the arena. So immediately the plans got scrapped for Gunther and Goldberg. And I have been saying this leading up to it. This is why I got the tickets to begin with. I even said in my Discord, Goldberg was going to win that match. And I'm going to tell you why that is. The interview with Michael Cole, when Michael Cole said what he said, I even said it in the video. He asked Goldberg, what if you win? Then what? And Goldberg said, that's a dilemma. We have to wait and see, right? That pretty much signifies his last match in Atlanta. He beat Hulk Hogan at, I think, the Georgia Dome, right? Back in not 06, was it 98? Or maybe in two, no, hold on, get my bears right. In 2000, I think it was. It was like 2000. It was some shit like that. But I remember the match. He beat Hogan, okay? And then when you look at all that, you're back in Atlanta, right? At the Phillips Arena, State Farm Arena. My bad, it used to be Phillips, State Farm Arena, okay? And they've been building it and talking about the last time he won a championship, his first championship was in Atlanta. So it made sense for Gunther to probably maul Goldberg and then kind of do what he did with mess with Goldberg's son. Then Goldberg to hit him with the spear. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg is injured. He's hurt. He worked his leg. Of course, he's hurt. And then also you hear burn it down. Here comes Seth Rollins. He strikes Goldberg with the Money in the Bank contract. Cash in 1, 2, 3. Same way Damian Priest did fucking Drew McIntyre last year at WrestleMania. Just come on out and cash in and take it. We have seen Seth Rollins do it to Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. What was that? WrestleMania 31, I believe. So we have, or 32, I think, in Dallas. We have seen that. So that's what we believe was going to happen, but they had to change plans. And then, of course, I got Goldberg's whole retirement speech on camera. And he even said he had to apologize for the way he went out. And so for him apologizing, we knew that wasn't the original plan. We all assumed he was going to win, but they changed it last minute. They told Gunther to choke him out. Goldberg tapped out. Gunther retains. Now Gunther is off to SummerSlam to go against CM Punk. And then Evolution happened. And I'm going to be honest with you, Evolution was better than what I thought it was going to be. The Rhea Ripley match with Io Sky was probably the best damn match I've seen since Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair from back in the day. All right. And then you had a match with Sasha Banks, and I want to say with Becky Lynch, and then Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Like, there are some matches with the women outdo the men, and that Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, even though there was a couple of mishaps in that match, it was a damn good match. All right. But I didn't think Naomi was going to cash in, and I'm going to explain that. As far as Tiffany Stratton go with Trish Stratus, we knew that she wasn't going to lose that title. Becky Lynch retained, but now she's going against the Valkyrie chick. I can't never think of her first name, but I believe Bayley's going to interfere in that match. Becky's going to retain, and then they'll do it all over again for a triple threat match. And then I think Bayley will finally get the belt down the line some goddamn where. And then it's one more match in there. Jay whipping Naomi. Jay beating the shit out of Naomi. And then the 30 women battle royal where the Mexican chick won. That's going to end up challenging for Tiffany Stratton's title, if I recall. But no, she's going after. Is she going after Naomi? I think she's going after Naomi. Some shit like that. But listen, Naomi cashing in. Now, actually, Naomi got a triple threat match at SummerSlam. But the Mexican chick going to Tiffany Stratton, I think. Something like that. But I didn't believe that she was going to cash in. And the reason being, Naomi, by the way, is because Jay is due a title shot. Okay? Jay's on SmackDown. Now Naomi's on Raw. So that means now Jay got to go after Tiffany Stratton. My original hypothesis was this. Naomi's going to get her ass kicked. Io Sky was going to retain against Rhea Ripley. Sorry, guys. It's the streak. It's like the Undertaker streak against Rhea. She was going to retain it. And then after Io Sky retains her belt at Clash in Paris, right? Then I believe Jay was going to either go after Io. And then during that match, Jay wins barely, right? Barely. And then calls a cash in by Naomi, or if Jay will win after Tiffany Stratton still. However, my original conclusion was whenever Jay get that title, Naomi's gonna take it from her. Like that's the biggest fuck you. So for her to cash in on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, I guess they did that because we didn't get the Seth Rollins cash in. Never know, but Naomi's the champion now, and I am kind of intrigued to see how this is going to play out going into SummerSlam. And then you got CM Punk going against Gunther. I'm not gonna say it's not possible, but I don't think CM Punk is going to beat Gunther. Roman Reigns is back. Is Roman going to interject himself? And I guess we'll find out tonight on SmackDown. Is Roman going to interject himself in the fucking match? You know, of all places, Birmingham, but I understand they needed something to draw the fans to Birmingham. But all fucking places, Birmingham, Alabama, you bring Roman Reigns back in Birmingham, not here in Atlanta, but Birmingham. Whatever. I digress. Roman Reigns, but then too, it didn't make sense for him to come back at Saturday Night Main Event because it didn't make sense. It wasn't nobody on the card for him to come out too. So I could see him coming back at Birmingham. Man, whatever, man. But listen, he's back. He's a Heyman guy, but was a Heyman guy. CM Punk was a Heyman guy. Seth Rollins is hurt. And I thought Braun Breaker was going to win. It seemed like they're building him to be the next Goldberg. And Paul, I heard the statement, the next big thing. So I guess he's officially moving on from Brock Lesnar. Okay. So is Roman Reigns going to force his way into this match where it's a Paul Heyman guy going against Gunther with another Paul Heyman guy? Or at Clash in Paris, is Punk and Reigns going to get it on so they can squash their beef? Because remember, CM Punk took Paul Heyman from Roman Reigns for night one for the main event at WrestleMania. So there's some animosity there. So I'm assuming they're going to get it on in Clash in Paris just to squash the shit. I'm assuming CM Punk's probably going to win because Heyman's going to come out there and probably get involved. I think some shenanigans going to fucking happen. Then CM Punk can go focus on Gunther at SummerSlam. And now Heyman will get full attention of Roman Reigns. Roman can then run through, right, his new stable with Braun Breaker and the big other Bronson Reed guy until Seth Rollins comes back. Or he could put himself in a situation to where, which I doubt is going to go down like this. I doubt that. Where Cody Rhodes loses to Cena, because we know Cena's not dropping that belt no time soon. Listen, Cena's not dropping the belt anytime soon. He is holding the belt for one person. Cena's going to beat Cody at SummerSlam. Survivor Series, he's going to hold that fucking belt. Okay? And I think he's up until the end. So whatever the final pay-per-view is, right? Whatever the final pay-per-view is of the year, that's when Cena's gonna lose that belt. And I'm gonna tell you, no, AEW, it sucks. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. I'm gonna tell you why I don't watch AEW. I'm gonna tell you who that man is. See, it ain't gonna be Randy Orton. Hey, what's up, number 3? It ain't gonna be Randy Orton. It's not gonna be Randy Orton. It's not gonna be fucking Cody Rhodes. It's not even gonna be Roman Reigns. But Reigns will get his title back. But it's not gonna be at Cena's expense. The final boss. The final boss is gonna come back probably at Survivor Series. Okay? Hear me out on this. Just hear me out. Hear me out. He's going to come back because Cena hasn't been acknowledging him. He's been talking about everybody else, but he hasn't talked about the one man he sold his soul for to win that title. Remember, guys, Rock beat Cena in Miami at WrestleMania 28. Rock took the title from CM Punk leading into WrestleMania 29 at MetLife. Y'all remember that epic promo? He called CM Punk Punk Guy the Crackhead, Punk Guy. Y'all remember that Punk Guy the Crackhead? You might not can find it no more because you can call him a crackhead on national TV, but it's called Punk Guy the Crackhead. And by the way, CM Punk Life, I laughed when I seen Cena come out there. I mean, CM Punk come out there to Punk Life with Thug Life, but call himself Punk Life before him and Cena got it on down in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. But listen, The Rock's gonna come back and gonna tell Cena he is very disappointed. There's gonna be some shenanigans, or The Rock's gonna come back to try to save Cena from losing the title, maybe against Roman Reigns, or something's gonna happen to piss off Cena. It's gonna cause some beef between him and The Rock. They're 1-1. Rock dropped the title to Cena at WrestleMania 29. That the last time Rock, if my memory serves me correctly, was WWE World Heavyweight Champion because the titles were unified. They were unified back then. So he gave the belt to Cena, then Cena ended up losing to Randy Orton, if I recall, or Randy Orton down the line. So they're 1-1. Well, Cena can't retire with the fucking belt. They ain't gonna let that fucking happen. So who do you use to take it off of his ass? The final boss. The boss. You bring The Rock back. Rock beats Cena with shenanigans, which Cena at that point will become not the heel Cena no more. He'll be the good guy Cena. But he'll go out on his throne being a baby face than the heel. Rock is a heel. Rock is a fucking heel. So Cena will have to transition back to a baby face and go out on his mantle. It makes sense. Listen to me. All that I don't care about hustle, we're seeing cracks of it now. Look at CM Punk. Look what he did for CM Punk when Seth Rollins and them tried to cash in on him. He joined forces with Punk for a split second. Then he listened to the fans and didn't even hit Punk with the title. So we're starting to see cracks in that armor already. So I believe that's what they're going to work it towards. Rock gets the belt, and then back in Vegas for WrestleMania, what, it'd be 43 or 42. Then you get Roman Reigns and The Rock. Why Roman Reigns and The Rock? The Rock is the reason why the second bloodline even exists. You guys remember he came out at last year's Survivor Series and went 1, 2, 3 and did this shit here and all that fucking bullshit. And I've been saying The Rock was behind the new bloodline all along. Just Rikishi and The Rock is related, right? You guys remember how Rikishi tried to blame The Rock for running over Stone Cold, all that bullshit? It makes perfect sense to put Solo Sikoa, Rikishi's son, against his own fucking goddamn first cousin, Roman Reigns, or second cousin. Second cousin, Roman Reigns, right? Try to take his bloodline. It makes sense. It made perfect sense. And that's what they did. So Roman Reigns got a bad taste in his mouth for The Rock. It's some bad taste there. It's some bad taste there. And so I think they're setting up to build that for next year WrestleMania. That way Roman Reigns gets belt back. Rock can probably retire as an in-ring competitor and just ride the wayside. Roman's champion again. He'll probably hold the belt and drop it back to Cody Rhodes sometime, or if not Cody, maybe Randy Orton. Because I think Randy Orton is going to break John Cena's record. He's younger than Cena. He's the legend killer. So I think he's going to end up breaking that record before he retires. He's the legend killer if he stays in good shape. As far as CM Punk winning the world title, if he doesn't win it at SummerSlam, I see him winning it at Survivor Series or at the Royal Rumble. He's going to win it before next year WrestleMania. That way he can say he truly headlined WrestleMania as a champion. Okay? So That's why I think all this is going. It's a lot to dissect. As far as the Intercontinental Champion, U.S. Champion, those belts, they change hands more than you change diapers on a kid. So it's hard to predict who's going to have the Intercontinental belt 4 months from now. It changes like that. World titles, they tend to stay with somebody for a couple of months to up to a year sometimes. So it's a little bit easier to try to predict where they're going to go. So that's my talk on the WWE. Tonight we'll find out more shit, and then I'll wait about 3 or 4 weeks and then give my honest opinion about after SummerSlam what's going on. So fuck is at my front door. Oh, my cousin going outside. So anyway, now let's talk about fitness and Greg Doucette. But okay, hold on. You want my opinion about AEW? AEW dropped the ball because you got a crackhead. I ain't gonna call Tony Khan a crackhead. You have an over enthusiastic owner who dad owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't nobody want to see Chris Jericho old ass. Don't nobody want to see Dean Ambrose old ass. Don't nobody want to see Paige boring ass. Don't nobody want to see Sasha Banks. You still got Sting walking around there like he runs shit. Darby Allin, I don't know what the fuck. Daniel Bryan needs to go to the wayside. Like, AEW is taking hand-me-downs from the WWE and try to rebuild those stars. Now, there was a time about 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, where if AEW would have played their cards right, you might have would have got that second rebirth of WCW and WWE. You just been WWE versus AEW. AEW can't even surpass the NXT viewership. And the NXT wrestlers isn't even the stars. They're the rookies. And they crush AEW every fucking week in viewership. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. So, no, I don't give AEW no more time because it's a bunch of, you got too many executives on there. MJF, all those guys. And there's no cohesive writing going on. If it was so good, why is stars leaving there coming back to the WWE? Real Ospreay and Kenny Omega. And listen, we all know Kenny Omega like lolly girls and blow up dolls, what the fuck ever it is, but he's good, and Will Ospreay is good. Swerve Strickland is not too bad, but see, it's not on the same pedestal. Arenas. They had the Great American Bash, right? Here at the arena here in Georgia. I can't think of which one it was, but it wasn't the big one. Don't you know the NXT pay-per-view had more people there watching that than an AEW live show on national TV? There's no reason to pay it any attention until Tony Khan actually get some bookers in there that know the fuck they're doing and have a better intriguing storylines. AEW is going to go the way of Old Yeller because TNT isn't going to keep letting it air or TBS, where the fuck it comes on. Ted Turner TBS. And it's not going to do good on HBO Max anytime soon. So eventually Tony Khan got to count his losses and just cancel the fucking promotion. TNA is starting to do better now that WWE is backing them. AAA is starting to do better now because WWE is backing them. They're getting that viewership. All In was a big paper with no Wrestle Dreams, a big pay-per-view, but All In, if you count All In, they probably did outperform those rookies. But I'm talking about on a week by week basis. But All In is like their biggest, is one of their biggest pay-per-views. So they should did well. They should did real well. But they, like I said, they they don't hold up well against WWE. I'm sorry, they just don't. They Tony Khan had the recipe the first year or two. He actually had the recipe, but then he started to get too much involved in it and started letting too many people run the camp. When he brought back CM Punk, when he had Sting on there, Cody Rhodes, when Edge got there, when all those guys were going over there before the shenanigans really happened with CM Punk and before Cody Rhodes finally left, they had something. I actually paid attention then. Now, no. Yep, that's what I'm saying. TNA is starting to get that. WWE is expanding out to those promotions because those promotions isn't trying to go against WWE. So they're getting that spotlight, and that's good. That's good for business all around. It's kind of like how it was back then with territorial wrestling. Territories help each other out before Vince came in and just brought up everybody's fucking shit, right? So it's good. And I'm glad TNA is getting some recognition. I really am. But let's talk about Greg Doucette real quick. Okay? Greg, I got a question for you. Because I seen your video. Testosterone is an ectosteroid. You get it from Uzbekistan. Now, since you revealed where you get it from, any stooge with a phone can Google it, and it would tell you directly, pinpoint it, and tell you directly where you can get it from, what area of Uzbekistan to look into to get it from. I don't know why you hell bent on trying to say that shit is like legit. But at this point, it's comical. You went after Derek for more dates and more plates because Derek pretty much been out in the Liver King and other shit. And when you got busted for Turk and Derek did not, you've been on this personal vendetta. You want Derek to respond to you so bad that every fucking video you gotta bring up his Turkplex or whatever the fuck it's called. If this shit is so goddamn good, and I live in America, okay, if this shit is so goddamn good, then why the fuck haven't the FDA approved it? Why hasn't WADA banned this shit? You always bring up WADA, right? So I'm using your own words against you. Why hasn't WADA banned this shit? I been running a little training cycle with Muscle Tech's testosterone boosters just to see if testosterone booster does anything. And I can say for the last month and a half that I've been running this little trial run that my recovery has been better. My cortisol, my stress levels haven't been that high. I do a lot of volume training. So I've been able to recover and get back in the gym soon, which does equate to building muscle faster. It does not equate to building more muscle than you can naturally build in a faster pace for naturals, because I'm a natural. But I wouldn't tell someone that test boosters is going to guarantee you 10 pounds of lean tissue in 5 fucking months. No. It helps to keep your cortisol level to testosterone levels at proper levels. Because when you train, you stress, cortisol goes up because that's how the body adapts. Test goes down, but if it gets down too low, you have recovery issues, brain fog issues. You guys know the spiel. So test boosters, they free up the test that's available to keep the cortisol at bay to help you stay balanced. When you wake up, cortisol takes over. When you sleep, test takes over. When you train, test goes down, cortisol goes up. You guys, you get what I'm saying, right? Testosterone, unless it's binded by something else, unless you're putting it in there with, say, ashwagandha, making a cocktail to help blunt stress response and other things, taking Turk by itself, you're not going to yield. You may have some energy, some recovery, but you're not going to build muscle unless testosterone is at recommended levels or slightly elevated within recommended levels. Now, I ain't talking about like blasting steroids. Oh God, I can't think of her name, but I know you're talking about. Yeah, the one who parents let her talk online. Oh, wait. Oh no, okay. Is the 15-year-old girl that came on YouTube that wanted to be a model, or the 15-year-old who EDP went over to try to fuck and he got caught when he laid on that wall? You gotta verify that. But anyway, so unless you're binding Turk with something, it's not gonna do nothing on its own. You're putting all your money into a supplement that may have some marginal benefits for recovery. Okay, well, I might watch it, but I ain't. EDP's dead to me, but I might check it out. But you're gonna get some. You may get some marginal recovery. You can just have you some coffee, maybe some ashwagandha tea. I shouldn't say this, but smoke a doobie. If you manage your stress, the better your stress management is, the faster you will build muscle. Okay, because less stress, testosterone will stay elevated. It might even go up a little bit, especially when you make more muscle. Testosterone tends to rise a little bit more, right? So that's all you have to do. Anyone that's selling anyone that sells testosterone is fucking scamming you, motherfuckers. Okay, and I'm taking testosterone booster right now, but I'm not gonna sit up and say it's the greatest thing out there, because all it does that I'm noticing for myself is increase recovery time, so I can get back to the gym, and so my strength has been correlating with that because I'm training more often. So my strength has slightly been going up. My muscles about the same. I may have gained maybe a half a pound, but I am eating more. Just training ain't gonna build muscle. You have to eat. So there's a lot of things that go into play when you're trying to build a physique. So I guess all I'm trying to figure out, Greg, is why are you so hell bent on trying to bring Derek down for more dates, more plates? I don't understand. Your channel's growing. I mean, it's not dead, but it's growing. I mean, you say the same shit every day. And why should someone send you blood work? You do realize they may have some hidden shit going on besides testosterone that might have their liver functions off, might have other shit going on. Don't you know that you can ruin a person's credibility by misdiagnosing them and saying they was on fucking steroids? But when someone call you a snake sales organ or a piece of shit, how dare you say that shit to me? How dare you do this shit? And blah, 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 blah. Now listen, if anyone wants to send you a test, blood work, it's on them. But they some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. It's on them. Period. But there are always other markers that may have one thing high, the other one low. Now, if there's a lot of red flags, testosterone's out of whack, sex hormones down, and XYZ's out of fucking whack, then chances of them probably taking something else astronomically high. But just because your testosterone might be low and this might be high, training can cause a lot of things. Stress can cause a lot of things. Might be some undiagnosed shit going on with them that they may not even know about that could be causing those things. So I advise anyone not to send no blood work to no fucking YouTuber unless it's a licensed fucking doctor. Period. I don't give a fuck what Greg Doucette says. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. Then if you don't send it to him because, you know, that's his stick, right? You're not natural. Listen. It's just a matter of time before I start showing my physique online. And I'm gonna get some unnatural claims. You got trolls, you got haters that won't lift a weight and said you couldn't gain muscle naturally. Okay. I'm not gonna give my blood work to no fucking goddamn body. Because I can give blood work. I can do blood work every fucking week, every fucking month. And they'll sit there and say, well, you cycled off. You build your muscle, but now you cycled off. And my muscles won't get smaller. So that goes their argument. But they'll always come up with something else. So you have to just block them out. You know what you're doing. If you're taking steroids, you ain't got to disclose that with no fucking body. If you're not, you ain't got to disclose that with no fucking body. Because eventually, as you get older, it'll become obvious if you were taking testosterone or not. Not boosters. I'm talking about the injection in your ass and shit. That. And by the way, Greg, that's another thing I want to ask you. You do cardio, you say every fucking day. And then you recommend that people should work out every fucking day. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are on TRT, right? So that means your testosterone is always going to be at the recommended level because you're exogenously fucking hitting yourself with a needle. Okay? Where you're hitting it up in the shoulder and the ass, wherever you fucking take your shot at. Why would you give that ill advice to natural people who, if they try to train like you, they're going to be in the shitter. Their testosterone is going to fucking tank and be in the fucking shitter. That makes no sense, man. Listen, to all my naturals out there, channel's coming soon. I'm this close getting ready to launch. It's coming soon. For fitness. Take some time away from the gym. Your body grows when you rest, eat, and manage stress. If you are a natural lifter, listen to what I am telling you. You need to program some off days and some deloads in there. And when I say deload, I mean don't touch a fucking weight. Just stay active during your deload week so you can recover faster. If you're active, blood's pumping, blood's moving, fresh blood's, it's going to help shit recover faster. Take some time off. It's backed by science. Don't listen to the steroid users that has a high level of testosterone or a normal level based on TRT replacement therapy or HRT replacement therapy, because their levels is going to always be at a level to where they can get back and train and do. Now, Greg, if I'm wrong, then why don't you take me up on a challenge? Get off of your TRT for about a week, maybe two. And then I want to see, can you do cardio or lift weights every fucking day? Take me up on my challenge. You call everybody else the fuck out. Take me up on my fucking challenge. You remember when you had a problem getting TRT and you cried like a bitch because you couldn't function and your test boosters wasn't giving you the energy, like you ratted yourself out? I remember that about 3 years ago. I can't get my TRT and this is bullshit. You got the XYZ because of COVID. And you was crying like a bitch. And people will tell you, well, your test boosters don't work, your G test don't work. Well, it doesn't bind to estrogen receptors like testosterone. It doesn't, so it don't work. Well, it should help blunt some of your stress from cortisol. So wouldn't that free up some testosterone to keep your levels a little elevated? I mean, you're in your 40s. It's not going to be as high as someone in their 20s or 30s. But no, you just addicted to the fucking stick. This. You got a master's in kinesiology. You're a personal trainer and IFBB pro. You mean tell me you won't see? You can't fool me. I'm actually a certified personal trainer and certified in other areas too, right? And I'm building my physique the natural way. I don't ever give a fuck if I'm not fucking 225 pounds shredded to the gills. That doesn't. I'm healthy. I'm a health nut. Okay, I'm 108 pounds. And got some muscle. I got more than this. I got some mainly muscle. Maybe about 25, 30 pounds of fat, but mainly fucking muscle. I'm hovering around 16% body fat most of the time. for right now. And I'm gonna get a little shredded here, but not like peel like you like to talk about. See, you can't fool me, and your supplements didn't do it. It was me eating and sleeping and managing stress and just increasing cardio and pushing myself and drinking some coffee. Do I take fish oil? Do I take vitamin C? Do I take B12? Yes, I take the stuff that I know I need to keep myself energetic and keep going. But I would never turn to steroids because I'm not trying to be Mr. Olympia. Those guys have to do it. So I get why those guys do it. But for the average Joe that just want to have a TikTok following or a YouTube following, well, if they want to sacrifice their balls, it's on them. How can you tell somebody not to take testosterone and shit? Young ass kids take it, but all you do is talk about it on your channel. It made you famous. They see the McLarens and shit you drive. Why can't they do what the fuck you did? And then you want to blame the fucking parents, like that boy who had that heart attack or that staph infection, that lift weights with Larry Wheels, that guy that used the slingshot to press like 800 pounds. I can't think of his fucking name right now. The dishman boy, what the fuck, Lance? What I think the fuck his name is. You want to blame the parents? Let me tell you something, man. You can be. I have kids. You don't have kids, so you wouldn't understand. Your dick dead. You wouldn't understand. You don't have fucking kids, okay? You got pigs and shit in your fucking house. And to Steve, I seen him all in the comment section barking like a dog, defending your ass. Bunch of fucking pussies. And I'll tell you to your face twice on fucking Sunday. I have no problem with that. Editor Steve, you be all in the I be watching you in the comments and just talking and pop shit for your punk ass brother who said y'all never lie. Fuck out of here. Anyway, let me calm my ass down because I hate when people try to fucking pull war over somebody. You don't have kids, so you wouldn't understand this. You can tell a kid not to do something, and the kid will do it any motherfucking goddamn way. You can beat that child's ass. You can keep the child locked up in the house. If the child got to go to school, are you going to go to school and spy on your fucking kids? If they want steroids so bad, there are ways of fucking getting it. They'll walk out of school and go get it. Parents got to keep a job. One parent goes sleep, he still got the fucking house. Like, I don't think you think about shit before you say it, Greg. You claim you did steroids later on in life, right? And I commend you for that. If you did, I commend you for that. That's good shit. But see, we live in a different era now where, we have a whole bunch of fucking, where my cell phone at? We have a whole bunch of this shit, right? We got a whole bunch of this shit, right? We got ways of going on social media, by the way, going to certain YouTubers' channels who talks about steroids and tell you what kind they use and clomiphene and give you all the damn numbers to the steroids. And then they search it up and then they order the shit. So unless you're going to take the internet away, you can't blame the fucking parents. Now, if the parents is giving it to them by force, then absolutely. But even then, their child, they do the fuck they want to do, their fucking child. Even though we might not like it, it's their child. We can't tell them how to raise their fucking child. They want to make the motherfucker obese. It sucks, but we can't stop it. That's their child. I think intervention should happen. They should take the child. CPS should come in and take the child. Same, you gonna give a child steroids. They mean doctor prescribed for an illness. You can't stop a parent from getting a child what the fuck they want to give their fucking child. But like I say, you wouldn't know that because you don't have kids. Your ball sack's shrunk up, and Instagram probably don't want no kids by your ass anyway, because all you do is give YouTube more time than your own woman. Bitch, you stay on YouTube more than a fucking gamer. I don't understand that shit. But I really want to know what's your deal with Dave Mo Place. And I'm ending with this. until I see some actual evidence from testosterone being a fucking thing, I encourage everyone not to buy that shit because it's just a waste of your fucking money. It's a waste of your fucking money. Protein, creatine is all you need, and you can get your fish oil supplements, your omega supplements, stuff you naturally just need. That'll help you too. Not so much BCAAs. You don't have to worry about all that fucking shit there. You get most of that if you eat and drink enough water and electrolytes and shit. All right? You ain't really got to worry about breast chain amino acids. You get that by just getting a can of fucking protein. But I wouldn't sit here and say because I'm taking Muscle Tech test boosters. I tried the Sistar. I'm just been putting little trials together to see what actually helps because I've been training nonstop. There's a certain goal I'm trying to reach by the end of the year. Naturally, guys say, why don't you try test boosters? I feel more energetic, more energy. It's natural. I just had some blood work did. I'm a vet, so I get blood work did every 6 months. I'd say everything looks normal. So, and you get from GNC. So you in Walmart and shit. So it's nothing illegal in there because Walmart gonna say nothing illegal. And GNC won't, but I ain't gonna say they would not. I wouldn't say they will do it, but 9 times out of 10 they won't. So, and because steroids are illegal in America without a doctor's prescription. So and all it does, like I say, it's just keeping my cortisol levels down and keeping my testosterone up so I can have energy to keep moving, to keep going. That's it. But I am getting back to the gym more frequently, which I do like that. I don't feel too tired to do a lot of stuff. But I'm not going to sit and try to tell you that, oh, you're going to build 20 pounds of muscle in 6 months. Bullshit. I'll be lying to you. That's not that type of, that's not a steroid. That's natural backed herbs that you can get and make and drink and have the same response. You're just getting the fucking pill. Zinc and shit like that. It just helps you increase that stuff that goes towards testosterone production so you can get back to the gym. That's it. And I do feel great. I have been feeling better. So, for recovery, I recommend some test boosters. But to build like a Ronnie Coleman physique, it's not going to do that. Sorry. Don't waste your money if you think it's going to do that. But for recovery, absolutely. I think it'll help aid you towards your goals as a natural lifter. So enough about Greg Doucette. Let's talk about some fat motherfuckers real quick. Lizzo dropped a video. Okay. Shout out to Alan Roberts. And then I'm going to end it with some anime and maybe some reaction. I got about 30 minutes or so. Lizzo said that we cannot talk about people in bigger bodies because we're being bullies. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all been watching my channel for a while, okay? I fought for my freedom of speech. I'm actually a combat vet. Them pictures behind me on this wall right here, them two, but this one right there. I'm a fucking combat vet. You can probably see my VFW shit here and shit hiding behind over there and shit. My army stuff on the wall. It's hanging up on the wall. I'm gonna rip it off the fucking nails on the fucking wall up here. You guys know my vet. You guys seen my shit. Listen. In case you haven't, listen. Let me do this here. In case you haven't. In case I get some new watchers, I'm an actual combat vet. Okay, let me show you guys something. Okay, give me a second. Because see, you got some stupid motherfuckers who think that you can't sit there and say what you want to say about fucking goddamn people who put themselves on the internet and make themselves look like fools. There's a picture of me right here. Oh, that light. Let me try to block out something that's like, can you guys see that? That is me right there. That's me. That's me in Iraq back in 2007. That's me driving in Iraq. Okay. So as far as fucking, here's another picture of me at the outer gate in Iraq. I mean, you see if it clears up. This is Christmas of 07. That's me right there in Iraq. Right there. See that? That's me right there. There we go. There we go. That's me right there in Iraq. Okay. As far as fucking, as far as Lizzo goes, okay, she can suck a dick. Listen, come on, camera. Don't do that. There we go. Wise up. Wise up. Come on, baby. Focus. Autofocus. Focus. Focus. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to make this motherfucker focus. Focus. There we go. There we go. There we go. As far as Lizzo goes, if you don't want to be talked about, then don't put yourself on social media. Period. Don't put yourself on social media. See, social media is a mean ass fucking place. Okay? If you don't want to be made fun of, don't put yourself on social media. And if you do, you open yourself up to criticism. I done been called a whole bunch of shit on this motherfucking platform. But I'm not thin-skinned. I'm a different era of a dude. Okay? People are entitled to their opinions about you, whether they're good or bad. It's how you deal with it. Listen, when I get off of here in about 20 minutes, I may get 1 or 2 comments. Some of them might not be the best comments in the fucking world. But guess what? I ain't gonna lose sleep over those motherfuckers. Well, fuck them. Fuck them. It's America. You have a right to say what the fuck you want to say. Whether it's good or bad or not. I don't really give a shit. I fought for the right to say you a fat piece of shit. Lose weight. You are a burden on the healthcare system. Now, Lizzo has been losing weight. You know, the same motherfucker who claimed that it wasn't nothing wrong with her jumped on some semaglutides and shit and started losing fucking weight. Still got a lot more to lose, so hats off to her. But she really done started to feel herself now like she can just say whatever the fuck she wants. It's kind of like the Tess Holidays of the world. Big, fat, nasty ass Evelyn Reed of the fucking world. Anna O'Brien. And where she is, April Lauren. So, and what's the other bitch? The big, fat, black, nasty looking motherfucker. Not Lizzo. It's the other one. Thank the Mouse, who shot a music video outside of a fucking KFC. Talking about your man be coming up in me. Let's see, can I find that? I want you guys to see this nasty ass shit. Let me see if I can find this shit. Yo, baby daddy, your man be coming in me. Thank the Mouse. This shit went viral, I think, a while back. Let me see, can I find it? Outside of a fucking KFC. I couldn't believe what the fuck I was looking at. I just couldn't believe it. Let me see, can I find this shit? Or did they take it down? Let me see, can I find this shit? I want you guys to look at this shit. She got a music video. Here it is right here. I want you guys to look at this shit. I'm gonna share this shit. Listen. Prepare your fucking selves. Prepare your fucking selves. I want you guys to pay attention to this shit.
I'm so tired of taking these plan B's. This nigga won't stop naming me.
Hey man, they outside of a KFC. Colonel Carl Sanders is rolling over in the grave right now.
Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy.
Look at this big motherfucker. Where how can you even find the pussy? I mean, they might be getting nutted in. I mean, what's that say? Shitty. I hope your ass ain't shitty. That's nasty, motherfucker. Clean your booty hole, bitch. What the fuck? Clean your booty hole, man. She got a whole thing stereotyping like a motherfucker. With that fucking beer and chicken outside of a KFC. Listen, this ain't no set. They outside of a KFC with vehicles and shit.
No, my pussy a trap.
Your pussy stink. Listen. Listen. Hold up. If you want me to believe that that bitch don't stink down there, that is a problem. If any man is coming inside you, Dank the Moss, they have some serious problems. You can barely walk, let alone take care of yourself. If they get you pregnant, you'll get postpartum depression so goddamn bad because your estrogen is already high as fuck. You know, estrogen is a byproduct of fat. Okay, that you will be too tired to take care of the baby. That means the man got to take care of you and the baby, and then you'll be bedridden longer. Recovery's gonna take longer because you're fat. So you have a high marker of inflammation because fat and sugar is markers from inflammation, and fat is stored sugar. So you'll be inflamed for longer periods of time. So if anybody decide to nut in you, I bless him. I bless him. Lord have mercy. Well, I bet your pussy smell like Africa. No, better yet, scratch that. You guys, I bet your pussy smell like the goddamn fucking junkyard, man. The dump yard. No. I don't want to know. You look at your arm. You can't get him down. Look at your arm. Let me see. Wait.
Try to keep it in, but I don't play like that.
Your arm. Your arm can't even get up in there. Your arm can't even get up in there. How you washing your shit? Are you using a mitt to get up in there? Are you using a stick? How you listen? We all know you fucking yourself with them toys, man. Unless this motherfucker's Mondango, because there's a lot of meat to get into. Ain't no 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch, ain't no 9 inch dick getting up in there. That mother gotta be packing about a foot long. And I don't even think they're brave enough to go in there. And if they is, Lord, I sure do. I bless them. But I doubt they're nothing in you. I doubt that. Like your friends in the back here, I can see them, especially this one with these big ass titties right here, like some breast implant, but they might be real. She might take some loads. She might take some loads. She look like she do. So she's smiling. She might take some loads. I don't know about this anorexic with the motherfucker over here. She look like she more of a swallower. She look like she more of a taker. I'm just saying.
Money, I wanna fuck in the
and the one in the back, she gay. I bet she go both ways.
bank. He trying to trap a boss bitch. She want a baby with Dank.
Who want a baby with you? Once again, how you a boss bitch? Baby, man. You trying to sue Lyft? Because the guy said you could fit in this car. Man, you so much of a boss bitch. Why you ain't riding around in Rolls Royce and shit? You ain't no Suki Hana. And she ain't the greatest example. No, I tell you what, you ain't no Beyonce. And I ain't like Beyonce like that. But we all know Beyonce got that cheddar. She's like the boss bitch. I ain't like you ain't on that level. Monica don't even hardly sing no more. And Brandy Norwood don't sing. And they got more money than you. Stop it. I probably got more money than you. I mean, I look it, but goddamn. I mean, you trying to sue Lyft. You so broke, you can't get you a car that you can afford to pay for to get your big ass around town. So you had to resort to riding in Lyfts. And then you're so sensitive, you went to Breakfast Club and say that you don't use the word fat in your household because it offends you. You is fat. You have Tyrannosaurus Rex hands. This is what America is resorting to. This. See this, but not this. They all right. I mean, she's stereotyping with that 40 ounce right there, though. That's old school. But this, people getting paid on social media. This is why mental health is a thing right now because of this. They think this is okay. No, that's just fucking. That's sad.
Nigga, get the fuck out of my face. You ain't no hitter, can't shoot in my club. All of your niggas be showing me love.
Look how you breathing. Hoochie Mama. Marvin C's got a song called Hoochie Mama. I know, girl, you taking loads in your ass and everywhere else. I know you take them. I know you take loads. I mean, that's your tramp stamp. Hoochie Mama. You probably, what Bernie Mac said on House Party 3. Ooh, I thought I knew you. Ooh, you back in the day. They used to call you Jawbone. I bet you fit that. I bet you fit that. And she got a joint on I told you she go both ways. She them right there go both ways. We all know that's Xerox money. Stop it.
I know I'm pretty, let's keep it a buck.
I mean, you had to come out from a KFC. Stop it.
Hit it tomorrow, hit it today. Nigga, you really go none of my way.
Look out, you got Rose. I'm proud of Jelly Roll. He actually lost weight. Girl, you got Rose. Stop it. Stop it.
Nut on my face, maybe nut on my butt. Nigga been mad, he ain't hitting the mud.
Wait a minute, nut on your butt. That glow back down, that's not a butt, that's a deformed ass. That's deformed ass. Deformed ass. No, your friend next to you in the hoochie mama got an ass. I ain't gonna lie. Mama got an ass on her. She got a butt. You have a deformed ass. That's a fucking continent back there. That's a continent. No, stop.
I'm in the club with no panties on.
I bet them panties stink. Oh my god. I'm in the club with no panties. And we know those ain't goddamn. Hey man. Them can't be your panties, man. Listen, they look like they're your friends over here. Girl, you know you got a parachute for panties? Stop. Stop. We know damn well them not your drawers, man. If they is, oh, bless them. Bless them. Look like it might be a shit streak right there. Bless them. Look at that fake money, man. That's fake shit. Them bills too big. It's fake shit. Ain't no fucking way, man, that is your drawers. And it might be your friends back here. Them drawers too small, man. We all know goddamn well you wear goddamn parachute for them drawers. You stop.
Take your man home. I want to hit it for weeks. Hit it today, better have a plan B.
Look, fake ass buddy. That don't even look like the back of $100 bill. I mean, the money look too white. I mean, I know it's some filter shit, but it don't look like it need to be the real shit. I'm just saying. Why y'all ain't got y'all cars parked behind y'all and shit? Bet y'all drive some Buicks and shit. You a boss bitch. Boss bitches rolled in Mercedes Benzes and shit. Where your cars at? Did you all get a lift over there? Did you all call an Uber, huh? Where your cars at? Fuck it, man. Listen. Fitness. Fitness. It sounds like you're running out of oxygen. I did 5 miles a day, by the way. I did elliptical, Stairmaster, and treadmill for a total of 5 miles on all three in a span of an hour. Right? You're singing, but you're gasping at the same time. Your heart right now. The highest miles got today was 155 miles an hour on a level 15 elliptical. I bet your heart's like at 180, 190, but you just barely moving and standing right now. Girl, you gotta get fit. Talking about somebody nothing in you, you need to get fit, motherfucker. Like ASAP. For worms be crawling in you. I'm just gonna be honest with your ass. Oh God. Your hands can't even get down there where your pussy at, girl. Stop. And you got your stomach tucked up in them high-ass underwear. Stop. That bitch don't play them games. Dick so good, but you better pull out. Put on the bed, nigga, nut in my mouth. wouldn't put my dick in your mouth. I wouldn't. You might bite it off. I won't put my dick in your mouth. But if I had to bet, you're probably pretty good at sucking shit like that. That's probably what your calling card is. You know, don't no woman just openly admit to sucking dick unless she suck it. I mean, look at how that money look. You know that's fake ass money. I don't fuck. I mean, your rap ain't that bad, but you know, God damn.
I'm so tired of taking these plan B's. This nigga won't stop nothing in me.
This nigga won't stop nothing in me. Oh God.
Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy. Nigga, please stop fucking nothing in me. We outside. He trying to trap a
I can't no fucking more, man. I can't. We outside. We outside. I can't no fucking more. I just fucking can't no fucking more. Get this big motherfucker out of my goddamn shit. I just can't no fucking more, man. Oh God. Anyway, anime. I watched this anime called The Fable real quick. Because we got Bleach coming back for the final arc, the final season of the arc. And I can't wait. I read the manga years ago, so I know how it's going to end. And One Punch Man's going to come back. Demon Slayer got their movies coming out. There's a lot of stuff coming up. But in the meantime, in between time, I've been watching new anime, and I checked out this one called The Fable. And I have to say, it's pretty fucking good. It's about this man that works for this organization that trains assassins, pretty much fables. And he's a hitman. He just goes around killing motherfuckers. That's his MO. Well, they want him to take a vacation for about a year. So him and his sister, really assistant, but sister, they go, the Yakuza houses them. And along the way, he's faced with situations to where he has to prove himself worthy without killing someone for the next year. And it's really good. It's on Hulu. It's called A Fable. I really enjoyed it. And I'm hoping that season 2 is going to come out. But if you're bored and need an anime to watch, I would strongly check out The Fable. It's for adults. It's gore. It's sexual situations in there. But not really sex, but sexual situations. It's a really good show to look at. So I would check that the fuck out. Before I get off here, I got one more reaction that I want to do. I watch a lot of police videos. And let's see. I want you guys to see how would you handle this situation. Let me find it real quick. Nope. Where the fuck? Oh, you know what? Let me click on video. Give me a second. I know you guys can't see the screen because I'm not sharing it right now. I'm about to get off of here. Let me see. Videos. Here we go. It's been a while, but I remember watching it and laughing and say I'm going to react to that the next time I fucking see it. Where the fuck is it at? See, 1 month to go. God damn, where the fuck is it at? Okay, that's a guy that got shot. That's a guy they shot on the street. I'm getting close now. I remember some of these right here. There was one I seen with this goddamn Haji in the car, the Taliban, yeah, and then this shit right here was funny as shit. Now, matter of fact, this the one. This is the one. This one I'm talking about. Okay, and I'm gonna get to I'm gonna get to the main part in a second. And vegan gains physique, I gotta talk about it real quick too. Yeah, let me get off here. Let me get to the point. So listen, let me give this and do this here. All right, guys, listen. Can you guys see that? Hold on. There we go.
You're fucking killing you fucking people. Don't get a disability.
Now, off the bat, when you approach a vehicle and you got a person like this, just off the bat, your guard should be up. It should be up. I'm just saying. This is on police activity, guys. This I watched this one last month, but I didn't get a chance to react to it.
Oh, I have kids and I have a lot of fucking bullshit things. So why you fucking treating me this way?
So this guy's riding around with no tags in the car, pretty much, and the cop pulled him over. I think he has no license. Like it's a lot. It's a lot, right? But he's gonna go on a rampage for a few minutes. I'm just gonna let you listen to him talk a little shit. Then I'm gonna get to the spot where some people are up in arms.
Said 80. Can I get a supervisor to my location, please?
You fucking dumbass fucking people. You fucking asshole.
Majestic.
I can't even go back to my fucking country because of you fucking people. I started in fucking army.
Anyway, this goes on for a while. So let me get to the spot here. Okay. Now I want to do the body cam. I don't want to show the outside. I want to get up close. I want you guys to see what went on. Okay. And this is a spot right here. And pay attention.
That's how I'm going deeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are my partners here. They're coming up. I don't want you to get rattled.
Now, the cop was very professional. He was very professional. I got to hand it to him, but he became a little bit too complacent. Okay. And this dickhead deserved to die. A lot of people think that it could have been handled differently, and it could have. He was already belligerent and acting out and cursing and talking cash shit. The first thing after assessing it for a while, I probably would have had my OC spray ready. I'm not gonna lie. I would give him some commands to see what he would have did. Ask him to keep his hands on the wheel at all times. If he would have got too unholy, I asked him to step out of the car. He say, no, I'm not got the fucking car. I'm like, I explained to you why you need to get out of the car and your hands down the wheel. You can move your hand. I'm here with some OC spray. I'm gonna blind you. I'm gonna get the advantage on my side. Number two, instead of him being somewhat behind him, he's on side of him. So when this man get ready to do what he does, he has a clear shot. The cop kind of set himself up for failure here, even though, the cop didn't get killed.
But it's because you were reaching for your weapon.
No, I'm not reaching, sir. Hey,
I watched you do it.
And the cop know he has a weapon because the guy said he has a weapon. And this is what I'm saying. Cop made a lot of ill decisions here. I would have already sprayed him because he got a weapon in the car and got him out of the fucking car. Might as well save the man's life. But once again, when shit's going on, you're not thinking, you're trying not to engage in something that could cost you your life, which is why he called for backup. But he still should have been positioned a little bit more behind him versus on side of him where this guy can get shot off.
I don't give a damn fuck. It brings as many people as you can.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're not listening. What I'm telling you.
I am listening to you.
I have 4 children. Do not reach your gun.
Yeah, Rob, everybody slow down. Units have 1080, slow down, 41.
Hey,
So
listen, American. I take this with you, okay?
Now see how he got right in front of this motherfucker? This right here is a sign of aggression. Now the cop on the side over here should have hit him with some OC fucking spray. This one. Or the one standing behind him should have hit him with some OC spray already. Two of these cops could have already had some OC spray in his motherfucking ass. He walked up, wretched in there, and this is where all hell's about to break loose. This right here from Officer Weaver was a fucking no-no.
So now you want to give me?
You stuck your head in there, and he's a little private, or maybe corporal, depending on how they Sigma is. He stuck his head in here. So if he draws his gun, this cop can get the bead on him, but if he draws his gun, it's a headshot.
Hey, don't you reach it?
Now see here? He got it right here. He has a headshot. Literally and figuratively, that's a headshot. That's a no-no. He got lucky.
Listen, American. This is take it. I take this with you, okay? No. Hey, no.
See ya? That's a no-no. But he ended up getting killed in the process. So he got killed. But a lot of people say that the cop caused that shooting. I believe some of that, but the man still deserved to fucking die. So I'll let you guys do what you want to do. It's on Police Activity on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. Finally, before I get over here, Vegan Gaines. Vegan Gaines went through a divorce. He got rid of Jasmine. He's been on this shredded excavate. I'm going to show you what his physique look like real quick, and then I'm going to get off of here. Because a lot of people are actually hating on Vegan Gaines. This is the one time I'm going to give Vegan Gaines some props. I'm going to give him some props. So, and he's losing a lot of subs. I remember Vegan Games was like fucking had like 330,000 subs. Let me show you, and I'm getting the fuck up off here. And guys, I'll be the first one to tell you my schedule is freeing up. Kids are getting ready to go back to school, so I'm gonna have a lot more time during the week. We're most likely gonna be going back to week streams, so be on the lookout for that. So I got a lot that's about to start to unpack, and football season coming back, so I'm gonna have a lot of videos to make. The 5-0 guys, I got a treat for you guys coming up real soon. So like I said, I appreciate the patience, but man, it was summertime. We had some vacation travels. I had to go to Texas twice, and so it was a lot of stuff going on, but things are starting to get back to normal, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, Vegan Gains physique. I'm gonna move myself out the way so you guys can see Vegan Gains. Listen, I'll be the first one to say this right here is pretty damn good. Okay. He slimmed down a lot. He put on a lot of fucking muscle. A lot of people think because he took some peptides that he's not natty. Some of the peptides that he took wasn't banned by WADA, so that technically makes him natty. But he's a vegan. Okay, so this is impressive, but you know, at one point, Vegan Game was almost 300 pounds. You know, he was benching 405 and deadlifting, I think, close to 500 pounds at that weight. So when, of course, to move that weight, you got to have some muscle. So when he started to lose that fat and he started to slim down, you were seeing what's under the fat. So to me, this is impressive. Do I like Vegan Gains? Fuck no. We all know this is Photoshop, but his physique is impressive. So you guys shouldn't hate on him. If anything, you guys need to try to get like that if you can. But other than that, shout out to Vegan Games on that. I may not can stand his fucking guts, but hey man, he's doing hard work. I don't think Jasmine had anything to do with that. Her leaving obviously might have taper some of his stress because he ain't got to worry about feeding another mouth right now. But this man been lifting weights for a very long time, and you know, vegan or not, you gotta give the guy some props. I mean, that's a nice physique, and of course, you're gonna have people say he's not natty, he's on steroids, XYZ. That's a physique that anybody can attain natural if you just put in the fucking hard work. Even though Vegan Gains claim he's like among the top strongest people in the world, which he's not, based on his weight and height. He's a little bit above average. I'm not even that fucking strong. And I just got back to bench 225. My injury, like my strength is almost 100% back. So I'm back up to benching what I used to bench. I uploaded a video here the other day, even though I just pressed it one time. 3 sets, 1 reps, or 3 times. Once I can rep that 5x5s, then I jump up to 245 and start the process. The goal is get back up to where I was, sub 200. So 275 for a single. I was benching that at 215. So I'm trying to get up there at sub 200. So that's my goal. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. For those of you that are going to come in and watch this later, I hope you enjoy. I plan on streaming again next week. Before training camp. Training camp is next Friday. Well, actually start next week, but I'll be going to the training camp next Saturday. So I hope to see a lot of my Falcon faithfuls out there as we get ready to start preseason and then the game, the regular season. And yes, we're going to win the South. But I'm saving my NFL video talk for the start of August because we're going to win the South. The NFC South is ours, y'all. Just savor on that. It's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouths. But the NFC South, baby, belongs to us. Now, with that being said, I gotta get the fuck up out of here because I got things to do, places to go. But until next week, this has been your boy Savar Matner. Go Falcons. We gonna run this out. I'll see you all this week. Peace.